Yo, what's good, y'all? Back with another one. I'm just here to give out the keys to the Knicks trying to pull off the upset of all upsets against the Boston Celtics. Because honestly, if you listen to the media and you listen to these papers and all that shit, we have zero chance to beat the Celtics. And they probably could be right because the Celtics are the fucking truth. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I hate Boston with a passion, but I'm not a fucking dummy neither. Like, they are definitely the fucking cream of the crop of the league right now. But there's three ways I feel like the Knicks could beat the Celtics, and they gotta follow this. Follow this. Number one, Karl Anthony Towns has to step up big time in this series, in my opinion, because he's going to be the X factor. He's got to average at least 23 and 10 or 23 and 12 or whatever to have it for us to have a shot. Because Jalen Brunson is going to need that secondary score to face the Celtics. Because at the end of the day, the Celtics are going to target Cat. They're going to target him, y'all. Like, I got to keep it a bean. Because defensively, Cat has struggled against the Celtics. Cat has been very solid in the playoffs defensively so far, but that was against Detroit. Boston offers a whole different dynamic. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said Cat's gonna earn his money this series, man, like he did last year against the Denver Nuggets. But this is a different beast because the Celtics, man, you gotta, like last year when the Nuggets lost to the Timberwolves, Cat got to focus on just Nikola Jokic, and that's why it worked out for him. With this series, he's got to be all around. You feel what I'm saying? Because the Celtics normally target fucking players of Cat's caliber because they always attack. They are an attack matchup attacking team. My bad, y'all. A matchup attacking team. That's what the Celtics are. And that's why I said Cat needs to be on his P's and Q's from the jump. He can't have no laxes because you can relax against Detroit at some point. You can't relax against the Celtics. And the second part is Josh Hart. Josh Hart has to step up this series against the Celtics because, in my opinion, they're gonna leave him open because they've been guarding him with Porzingis and they've been guarding him with Al Horford because Josh Hart didn't have no confidence to shoot the damn ball. Whenever Josh Hart makes his shots, the Knicks become unbeatable. But he needs to step up this series, man, because he needs to be his normal self that he normally is. But Josh has struggled mightily against the Celtics the last couple of years, and the Celtics have found a way to defend him better than anybody else in the league. So he gotta be fucking ready to pull the trigger because he's going to get open shots against the Celtics because they're going to leave him open, so he's got to shoot. And the third thing is Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau, this is the biggest X factor in my opinion because Tom Thibodeau has been absolutely horrendous coaching against the Celtics the last couple of years. Because the Celtics, the last couple of years, they've gone 8-1 against us. They went 4-1 last year and 4-0 this year. But this year, the games were not particularly close. And honestly, it was mostly because of Tom Thibodeau's coaching. Because he just, for some goddamn reason, he just wouldn't let the Knicks fucking guard the three-point line. Like, every time we played the Celtics, bro, they fucking shredded us from the three-point line. They outscored us by 117 points from the three-point line, yo. That was the main difference in why we got fucking smoked 3 out of the 4 games. The one game that we did play them and it was competitive, we should have won that game, but again, his coaching blunders cost us that game too. That's what I'm saying, bro. Tibbs gotta fucking switch shit up, man. He can't fucking roll with the same game plans that he was during the regular season. Thankfully, this is the playoffs, and you switch shit up and make adjustments. But like I said, man, Tibbs has to fucking coach the series of his life if we have a chance to win this series. In my opinion, this is just my opinion. I think Tom Thibodeau should start Mitchell Robinson against the fucking Celtics. The starting five should be Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. That should be the starting five, in my opinion. And then you bring Josh Hart off the bench so he can go against Peyton Pritchard and the other bench unit for the Celtics. And then if Deuce McBride continues to struggle offensively, I would put DeLon Wright in there, man, because DeLon Wright offers you solid 3-point shooting and defensive versatility, and he offers you playoff experience too. And you might have to dust off Precious too, even though Precious has been horrible against the Celtics too this year. He had an awful fucking time against the Celtics, his goddamn self. So that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we just got to be able to be prepared to use different type of lineups against the Celtics. But like I said, I would use the double big lineup, because the one thing the Celtics have struggled against this year, and they have the last couple years, even though they've been a great team, they do struggle against teams that can run double bigs and teams that can rebound. You feel what I'm saying? We got to attack the glass. That's why I said Mitchell Robinson, Karl Anthony Towns, and Josh Hart all have to attack the glass this series, like with a fucking vengeance. Because for some goddamn reason, the Celtics out rebounded us this year too. For I don't know why, but like I said, man, the Celtics just offer so much team versatility, man. We got to be able to match that shit. We got to muck it up a little bit. We got to play. The funny thing about it is, I think Orlando did solid against Boston in the first round, guarding them. But the problem is, Orlando didn't have no damn firepower outside of Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner. We're going, like, we got way more firepower than Orlando, but the problem is Orlando has a better defensive system than we do. So we're going to have to switch this shit up, man. We can't do the same shit against the fucking Celtics that we did this year, but I don't anticipate that we will. But like I said, man, those are my 3 keys to us having a chance to beat the Celtics. Karl Anthony Towns has to go off. He has to be alert both sides of the ball. Josh Hart has to be able to fucking shoot the goddamn ball. And then Tom Thibodeau has to coach the series of his life. That's the 3 keys for us having a chance against the Celtics. But we're going to see what happens tonight. But y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm going to holler at y'all. Peace.